So Fox decided this month that he was gonna walk, like independently everywhere. And we can't stop him. He's just going everywhere now. So he's basically not using his walker at all now. And all of a sudden he just seems so grown up too. Fox, do you want a snack? Do you want to eat? May for our family was just a challenging month. Like, I feel like May's always like a really busy, probably for all families, but for us, you know, we have 2 children who have Down syndrome and they receive services through the school system. So that basically means like in May we meet and have IEP meetings to plan for their next school year. So it's like the school year's winding down, you're trying to anticipate summer, and then you're also looking forward and then reflecting back on the last year of their school year. Compared to his typical developing peers, like, I mean, he's not anywhere close developmentally yet. And we're okay with that. And most days, like, to be honest, we don't think about that. We don't think about developmental delays. We don't think about Down syndrome. But like in those meetings when they're having to reflect and tell you all the things that your kid can't do, I don't know, it's just hard. And it's kind of one of those things, like, you know, as a parent, you have to just get through the meetings. You have to address those things so that you can plan for their future. But in the moment, it still, like, really is hard. So from day to day, you may not see the progress. When you're, like, reflecting back over a year, I mean, totally different kid. So for next year, we feel really good about the plan we have in place, the team. We even were able to take things from the IEP meeting and like come up with videos with Gemiini so we can work on that over the summer. So we felt like, even though it was a hard month, like we walked away like feeling like we had a plan and really excited about Fox's future. In the midst of all of that, even though it was a really hard month, one really exciting thing is that Fox just started taking off walking. And it was almost kind of like him showing us like, guys, I got this. Like, I'm going to make progress when I'm going to make progress. And like, it really came at like, it just came at a really good time for us. He's just such a gift to us. And it's taken a lot of patience to get to that point. And it's taken a lot of hard work, but it like paid off. And like, it was really fun to celebrate all together as a family. And like, even though like he's been walking for, you know, a few weeks now, it's funny because like Pippa, his youngest sister, she's 3, and she'll just stop. She'll see him walking. She still is reminding me like, Mom, Fox is walking. And it's like, we just haven't gotten used to it yet because it's just truly like a miracle. So anyway, Jarrod and I got to go on a class field trip with Wren and Fox. And they don't typically go to school on the same day, but everyone got to go on the field trip. So we went bowling, and then we went to like a little petting zoo. When we went bowling, it was just really amazing to watch a kid that at the beginning of the year, like, he didn't even want to make eye contact with his peers. Like, he pretty much was only comfortable with us, with like the people in his family. And like to see his friends like interacting with him and him like taking turns. I mean, he was a 4.5-year-old kid at the bowling alley that day. You know, he wasn't a kid with Down syndrome. He wasn't a kid that has developmental delays. He was just like one of his classmates at the bowling alley. And Jarrod and I just had, like, it was so encouraging to both of us to witness that and to be able to be there for it. So it was a really cool moment.
I love Saturday.
Yay!
Twinkle in the door, hello, what do you want?
That was a great job.
Well, school's finished up. She graduated from preschool, which was pretty awesome. So we're getting geared up for kindergarten in the fall. We've had a really good experience with our school system so far, but the transition from preschool to kindergarten is a little tricky because you're switching teams and she's going into the big kids school. So we had to go through a couple of rounds of meetings, IEP meetings to make sure we got everything set up right for Wren. But yeah, so that was stressful, but at the same time, it gave us an opportunity to really get to know that team and let them learn a lot more about Wren and kind of be ready for her in the fall. So we're really excited that, you know, she's going to be getting the services that she needs, but in an environment that really kind of pushes her to excel and be her best. And that's what was most important to us, is that, you know, we want Wren to go to school and to be pushed and to really learn more and more, because that's what we've seen at Wren, is when we give her the opportunity and we allow her to prove herself, she just kind of blows our mind. So through some of the progress that we've seen from Wren with Gemiini, like potty training and just learning to speak in sentences and all that, I mean, I think that's definitely going to just help her more and more as we prepare for kindergarten. And even like some of the goals that were outlined in her IEP, Wren's already working on accomplishing those goals this summer with some of the early reading and the math stuff. You know, we feel like, you know, Gemiini is really kind of giving Wren like every advantage we can to help her be a success when she gets to school. We feel really confident about where she's at right now.